Hey friends, welcome back to our channel. It is a very good afternoon here at Ngai AutoCAD 2D training, and we are here to continue on our training sessions. So we are continuing in our AutoCAD training sessions. So last time we talked about the drawing tools, and we are able to draw a line, a polyline, circles, arcs, rectangles. We shall first leave these ellipses for a meantime. We shall come after them, and the hatching, we shall talk about it later. For us now, let's talk about the modification tools. Before I go very far, let me hope people who are enjoying our videos are very interested in them. They are learning, they are very well presented, and people are liking our videos. I would like to thank the people who are taking it a point to watch our videos. Thank you very much, and you are bringing morale to me to continue doing these videos. So today, without going far, I was here to thank you, but to our business, let's start. So we shall start from this side. We shall start from offset. Offset, like how I told you the other time, is drawing parallel lines from the selected objects. For example, if we had a line, and you wanted, let's say, to draw a line which is parallel to this one and at a certain distance. So what we shall do, we shall choose offset, and we specify the distance we want offset through. Let's say it is 250 millimeters. You press enter, and then you select the object. So it will ask you where you want to put your line, either up or down. You choose the place where you want to put. If it is down and up, you press this side. Then if you want to offset again, you will press the offset thing. You press the distance, which is, let's say, 100. You press enter. You press where you want the line you want to offset. Let's say this one, and you press it up. So you find out that from here up to here is 250, and from here up to here is 100. If let's say we have to use our measuring tool, the distance from here up to here, it is 250 millimeters, and from there up to here is 100 millimeters as we input. So the offset does not also work in only lines, it also works in circles. Let's say we had our circle of maybe radius of a certain radius, and let's say we want to offset, let's say 100 millimeters from this circle to draw another circle 100 millimeters from this circle. What we shall do, we shall press offset, we press the distance, which is 100, press enter, and we click on the circle. If you want to put it outside, you drag the cursor outside the circle. If you want to put it inside, the 100, if you want to offset inside, you drag the cursor inside. If you want to offset outside, you drag the cursor outside. So if you want to put it outside, you drag it outside. So you will find the circle we have drawn is of radius. You get this 100 plus the radius of this circle. If let's say we are to measure the radius of this small circle, it is 630. So when you measure the radius of this larger circle, it will be 730 point the other values. So you find offset is interesting as you are working. Maybe if you are to draw a plan, and you have drawn your baselines. If you are to draw a plan and you have drawn your baselines, let's say here, you will find out that, let's say, if you want to offset the distance of the wall, you will say, let's say, offset. You specify the distance of the wall, let's say 225. Press enter. you come and you place your object and you offset inside. So if let's say the room next is of, let's say, 3000 millimeters, we shall also come here to offset and we press the distance, which is 3000, press enter, and we also press the line you want offset from, and you press like this. So you'll find out that the distance from here, from this point up to this point, is 225 millimeters, the one we put, and also the distance from here up to this point, it will be 3000 millimeters. Yeah, so that's the use of offset. You can use it in other uses. Then the other thing, apart from offset, we have to talk about the explode. As I earlier told you, when we draw our line and when we have our rectangle drawn from a line, if you go to select a line, each line will be independent of the others. So if we want to join these two lines, we shall use the join command. We press enter, we select the objects we want to join, this and this, you press enter. So when you go to select this triangle, it will be selected as a one thing. So in case you want to explode this one such that any line can be selected at once, one line can be selected at once, what we shall do, we shall first select it and use the explode. And when you use that explode, you'll find each line is independent of the other. Then the other thing I can talk about, which is not explode, I can talk about the trimming. Trimming, we used it last time. It is to remove the unwanted parts. So if you press the trimming, you come here, you can trim off this one, or this one, or you can remove this one. Similarly, if we use the erase command, this is erase, we can also select the objects to erase. It is the same thing. So after erasing, you have to press enter. The difference between trimming is that when you are trimming, it goes for once, but for erasing, you have to first press enter to remove the erased objects. Yeah. So then we have talked about offset, we have talked about explode, we have talked about erasing, we have talked about trimming. What we can do, we can talk about the fillet. If you see the fillet, it has also a chamfer and a blended curve. So for now, we shall use a fillet and a chamfer. So what is a fillet? A fillet is a smooth curve joining, let's say, 2 points. Yeah, a smooth curve joining two sides. Let's say if we had a rectangle here and we draw a rectangle here, I will use this triangle and a rectangle here drawn here. So if we choose a fillet, for a fillet, we shall first select the first object. Then we specify the radius of the circle we want our fillet to be. Let's say if our radius will be 20 millimeters, we press enter, and then also press this the second point. So if we try to zoom here, you'll find the let me use regenerate. You'll find out that the curve we have drawn is here. The main reason why it has not shown here, it is because it was very small. Maybe if we can do it again and we use a radius, let's say, of 100 millimeters, select this one, shall come here on our command line and we select the radius. We put 100 millimeters, we press enter, then press in the second line. So you will see the fillet occupying or joining the two lines. If it was, let's say, for this this rectangle, what could be how could it be seen? So if we come and select fillet, we select the first line, we select the radius. Let's say also we need the radius also, let's say we need 100, we press the 100 is already here, press enter, and we specify the second line is here. So you will see that our fillet is, our curve is here. So then the other thing, apart from fillet, if let's say I want, if I have my two lines, drawn in this way, and let's say I have another line in that way, and I want to join these two lines without extending this one, what will I use? I will use a fillet, and I will come to the first line, first object, and specify the radius. Here I will use the radius to be 0, press enter, and when I come to this object, the line will be joined with is. So that's the use of a fillet. Then as we move down, there is a chamfer. So a chamfer is like how you see the software is describing the chamfer. I shall draw a straight line joining, let's say, 2 points on a rectangle. Let's say if I select this chamfer, I select the first line, I specify the distance. Let's say the first distance will be, let's say, 10 millimeters. Press enter. Specify the second chamfer distance, which is, let's say, also let's make it 10. Press enter. We press the second line. When we come here, it will be seen is because the distance was too small. Yeah, so it cuts 10 millimeters from this side and also 10 millimeters from this side. Yeah, so that's it with a fillet and a chamfer. We shall talk about the blended curve in the next lesson. Yeah, so we have talked about a chamfer. We are not yet done with a chamfer. What else I can do with a chamfer? Let's say I have my rectangle here, and I want more. What if now we choose, let's say, 1000 and 2000? How will it come about? If I come to a chamfer, I specify the first line, I press the distance and press 1000 for the first line, press enter. I also put 2000 for the second line, press enter, and I come and I select the second line. You will see it will come from here up to here, it will be 1000, and from here up to here it will be 2000 millimeters. Yeah, that's the chamfer. And then the other thing we can go on, it will be array command. We have the rectangular array, the path array, and the polar array. For today, we shall talk about the polar array, and then the other arrays we shall talk them in the next lesson or next tutorial. So talking about the polar array, we shall come on the drop down, we choose polar array. For polar array, we have to first have the object we want to array. So let me first draw, let's say, my circle of a certain radius, and also draw another circle of a small radius than the other one, like that. So if I want to, polar array just means we are making some items be in a circle from a specified point. Yeah, let's say if we select polar array, I will select the objects we want to array. Let's say this one, and we press enter, and then it will ask us to specify the center point of the array. So we shall come here. When we come near to this big circle, we are able to see the center of it. So when we come here, we press here, you will see the circles arranging themselves on the big circle in form of a circle. So they are originating from here up to here. So if we want, we can change the number of items. Let's say we can come here. When we use the polar array, it always brings us to this page where we can change the number of items, where we can change the number of rows. Let's say if I change the number of items to be 4, 4, press enter. How will they be? They will be 4 items brought here. There will be 4 items. Maybe if I can change the rows, how does it come about? Let me change it to 2. Say enter. Yeah, you'll see the 2 things coming about. Yeah, so that's what is in the polar array. Oh, let's say we had our circle. Let's say we had our circle, big circle, and we had some rectangular boxes here around it, and we want to array these boxes according using the center point as the center of this circle. What we shall do, we shall come to polar array, we select the object, we press enter, and we select the center of the array, which is here. We press enter. So you will see the boxes coming. If you want to change, let's say the number of rows, maybe to 5, press enter. You'll see them coming as 5. Wow. Yeah. This is the way things are simple. Yeah, they are too simple if you start from the basics. And from this, we shall do another example. Not specifically this one. We shall do another example from our PDF. We shall do another example from our PDF is to import a PDF. We come to insert PDF import, come here. Then we shall browse where it is. It's here. Our example I want to talk about today is on page 11. Page 11. Yeah, the scale, let me make it 0.5. You can decide to change any you want. Vector, raster images, solve the fields, use PDF layers. Shall press OK, and then we specify where we want to put the PDF. Yeah, so a PDF is here, and if you are to check, we shall use the array command. Yeah, and we shall draw this. We shall do this example in the shortest period. We shall do this example in the shortest time possible. Yeah. So what we have our big small circle. We have a big circle. We also have the small circle here and the big circle. What we shall do, and the distance between them is between here and here it is 34, and the distance between here and here it is 34. So what we shall do, we shall first draw a horizontal line. We shall first come here and draw a horizontal line. Let me see if we come here. From here, let me check. From here up to here is 40, and from here up to here is 40. So we shall draw a horizontal line of 80 millimeters. 80, enter, press escape. It is coming too big. Then we shall also draw the center, which is at 20 millimeters from this line. So when I come draw here a line, it will come here to the center of the circle. It brings it here. The rectangle green sign means it is the midpoint. So I will press there and also draw. It is how many? It is 34 from up and 34 from down. So I will draw 34, press enter, and I press escape. Then also draw a line of 34 millimeters from here up to down here, 34, press enter, so escape. So then the other thing we shall do here, it is to draw this circle of radius 15.7 millimeters and a circle of, this one means diameter, diameter 58, but this one is of radius 15.7. So what we shall do, we shall come here in the circle, we come here, press the midpoint, and we shall press 15. It is 15.7 millimeters. Press enter, and also come here to draw this circle of diameter 58 millimeters. So what we shall do, we shall come here on this circle, drop down, choose center and diameter, choose the center and put the diameter, which is 58, and press enter. So what we shall do, we shall draw other circles here. We have a circle of radius 15.7 here and a circle of diameter 58 here. It's what we shall also draw. We draw a circle of diameter first 58. From here I press 58, press enter, and also a circle of radius 15.7 from this center, press 15.7, press enter. So then the next thing what we shall do, it is to draw these circles of diameter 22 millimeters and a diameter of 22. This one is of diameter 22 and this one is of radius 8. So this side we shall draw a circle of diameter 22. We shall come here, drop down, diameter 22, come here, diameter 22, press enter, and also we shall come here and draw a circle of radius 8. Drop down, circle of radius 8, press enter. I hope all of us are knowing how I'm doing this. If you come on the drop down, they give you specifications of the circles you will draw. If it is the center and the diameter, if it is the center and the diameter, if it is a 2 point. So we can base from there. Then the other thing we have is a circle from here up to here. It is 4 millimeters. That's why I talked about offset. So we shall offset this circle by 4 millimeters. So I will come here, press offset, specify the distance, it is 4, press enter. I specify the center I want to offset, the circle I want to offset from, press enter, I move outside. So these are the 4 millimeters. Then the other thing, it is this circle is offset from here. It is how many? From here it is it is not specified. Yeah, it is not specified, but we can call it also 4. We can offset 4 millimeters from this circle. We come here on offset. Also, 4, press enter. Offset this from this one, and we offset like that. So the other thing is to draw this circle of radius 50, which is a tangent to this circle, and also a tangent to this circle and the tangent to this circle. So what we shall do is to specify it is a tangent radius. Press here, press this, and we specify the radius, which is 50. Press enter, you see it will come. Also this side, here, and 50, enter, will also come. So we are still looking at our image, our PDF imported. So what we shall do, what is up is also down. I can decide to mirror this and this. I mirror it here, this and this. No, this one we don't need it, and also this one we don't need it. So our diagram, our object has come out the way it is. Yeah, our object, if you are to see here, if you are to see on this object, it is the same as what we have come out with here. So that's how we do things here. So we talk about the concept, we bring up an example of what we have studied. So today we are applying the array command, specifically the polar array. Next time we shall meet, we shall talk about the rectangular array and the pass array. Remember, another thing we had left in space is a blend curve. Yeah. So today we are stopping here, and we shall continue in the next lecture. So thank you very much for watching. I remain Godfrey, and I'm from Gabi AutoCAD 2D Training. Make it a point to subscribe to our YouTube channel, comment, and share to your loved ones and friends, so that we can take our channel too far, and we exploit all the things, all the working tools in AutoCAD. So I love the people who view our videos. Thank you very much. I can't take you for granted. Let me see you in our next video. Bye. See you.